have the Skoda Superb again, and apparently we have a wheel bearing noise or something like that. So we're gonna go for a test drive. See if we can find out which wheel bearing it is, if it's a wheel bearing or not.
Normally it comes on just over 30 miles per hour.
When it gets 30 miles an hour?
Yeah.
We're actually going to go this way because we're going to be able to drive a little bit faster.
And it's worse at 40.
I can definitely hear it now. Just over 25 miles an hour I can hear it, 100%.
And then kind of goes away around 50 or above.
Really?
Or it's not as obvious.
Right, okay. So it's not very pronounced then.
Yeah.
I could hear that, just over 20 miles, about 25 miles an hour. Yeah, let's go down here. Right, 25. Seems like from the rear.
Well, I thought it was from left.
You know you owe me a coffee for getting the roof.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's why I'm not gonna hazard any other guesses now.
Right, so now let me do some turns to see if the noise changes. Just put the weight. Right, so it's making the noise now. Right, turn to the left, stopped. This roundabout here. Well, let me go round to the right first. To the right. So I'm putting the weight to the left and it's making the noise. Yeah, it's definitely making the noise. Now to the right. The noise goes away.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. To the left. The noise is there. If I turn to the left, it goes away.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
This is definitely the left. So GoPro to the left, and I think it's the left rear.
You reckon?
Yeah. Let's go this way. I can hear the noise coming from the rear anyway.
I think it's from the front.
Do me a favour, sit to the back there.
And see if it's any better or worse.
And just to make sure, because it's hard to tell really. What's the impression now, rear or front?
Rear.
Rear.
I think. Now.
Go to Starbucks now or later? Right guys, so I jacked the car up. Just gonna put you guys down. Okay, so let's just listen to the noise. I can hear a little bit of the brake pads, but there's definitely a bearing noise. Definitely a bearing noise. That's a bad bearing here. And also play 612, there's a play, not so much of 93, so yeah, look at that. There you go. Let's try the rear right now. Big difference. You hear the brake again, but no bearing noise at all. Right, any play?
No play.
I think Luke's got a front wheel bearing, so let's have a look. Can you take the plastic off, Luke?
Just the thing I'm trying to order the other one.
Whoops. Keep that on because there's your ABS ring in there. Right, so this is the front wheel bearing with the 4 bolts at the back, and it's the incorrect one, so Luke's gonna go and change that for a rear. He's expecting to do the front one, but it's the rear again. Another Starbucks. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Right, let's get this cracking. So we've got the new bearing. Right guys, so here's the new bearing. As you can see, the big difference. So the other one, it had the 4 bolts right at the back here, and this one is just a center, so like a hub bolt that goes through here. Right, so the brake caliper, 13 mil. It's tight. Let's break the bottom one loose as well.
My Renault be moving from this going back.
Right, caliper off. Let's see if we can hook it up here somewhere. Right, so for the caliper carrier, we've got those 2, I think it's an M14. Yeah, M14 bolt. See if I can get somewhere here. There goes moving. Using the breaker bar first.
The racket.
Alright, so as always, I forgot to remove the Torx 30 from the disc, so I'm gonna use my impact driver. Generally gets the job done. Yeah, there we go. It's nice to have that. Okay, disc is off. Sounds awful. I'll remove the dust cover. You get a new dust cover with this kit, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So don't need to be careful with this
It
one.
should be. Oh, have a look. Yeah. Yeah.
There is, yeah? There we go. Right, so wheel hub time. It's an M18 triple square. Or spline socket. Jesus, that's right, isn't it? Wow. I'm always concerned about this triple square bits. It's not that brilliant. Wow. Wow, that is right in there. that gives away, is it's not a good day.
Yeah, it's moving. It's moving.
Wow. My goodness me. That was tight.
I'm starting to get worried then.
Wow. There we go. It's got Loctite as well. Whew. Right guys, so really tight bolt. But the old bearing is, you can hear it again, look. You can actually see the bearing side. It's all knackered. There we go. Right. Just clean them up a little bit. Just put a little bit of moly grease. And that should be ready to go. Right, let's give this a little bit of a clean. Let's remove all the old grease. Thin layer of moly grease. Right, the new bearing goes in. Oh, big difference. Right, so just gonna have a look at the torque specs for this hub bolt. Right, so I've got new bolts already with thread locker there. Service information says 180 Newton meter, then a 180 degrees, that's why it's so tight. I've got my torque wrench here to 180 Newton meter, it's about 135 foot-pounds. So there we go, it's 180. Whew. That is tight. Right. Whew. That's it. Right, so fit everything back and go for a test drive. Right, ready for a test drive. Right, so up to 20. I couldn't hear anything up to 20 before anyway, so...
No, it was more obvious off 30.
Let's get
Worse than 40.
at least 25. Yeah, it's definitely, I can't hear anything.
No, it's gone.
Perfect. Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned before, obviously doing the test, we tried to shift the weight of the car to the side where we thought was not we thought was a problem, but we tried to shift to the left, turning the car to the right, obviously, and then we tried to shift the weight to the right, shift, turning the car to the left, and I haven't seen the footage yet, but hopefully, I'm hoping it came through. So every time we turned the car to the right, or we had a right turn, the noise was there. So obviously all the weight of the car was shifted to the left, making the wheel bearing obviously be a little bit more pronounced. And then every time we turned to the left, where the weight shifted to the right, it was no noise. And then on a straight line, it was noise all the time. Well, when it got up to 25,
over 30, yeah.
Yeah, I could hear from like 25 miles an hour. So that's it, guys. That was a wheel bearing on a Skoda Superb. Most fags will be the same. The Golf, I believe the Touran and Sharon is going to be very similar. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any comments, just leave it below. And I'll see you in the next video. And thanks, Luke, for recording.